Tied to season high, 9.875 on Monday.
Really works to hold on to that landing.
Look at her reaction too, she loves it.
And roster, and so guards really watching to see how everyone does, to see how he's going to get that down. Big opening release for Ava, caught it a little close to the bar. Beautiful transition move though. Really snaps down to a low bar. Looking for a big dismount here. Beautiful double A to the stick. This is something BYU is so good at. Jerem?
Thanks, Kennedy. Aliyah, the freshman, Anissa, the fifth-year senior.
Both Alvarados work the bars so aggressively, and they're so dynamic. You can see here how they snap. Oh, that's so good. Very snappy, very, they make sure they hit all their positions. Tiny bit tight on that first handstand, but seriously, the way she does that, I love it. Flare hip right into the bell from handstand. Beautiful handstand there. Getting ready for a big dismount. Oh, really holds on to that landing. I think that's pretty consistent thing we're seeing. Good handstand. Toe on, toe off, right into a Maloney. Good control on that pack. Great distance on that. Pirouette directly into a soul circle. Beautiful handstand. Toe on, toe off, right into the Maloney. Beautiful. The way she floats from the low bar to high bar is gorgeous. Very solid set so far from Anissa. We're looking for that big dismount here. 2 flips and a twist.
On the beam. Her husband is Mickey Strauss, who's a BYU diver. He just qualified for the USA Olympic trials. So that is quite the power couple in the athletic department.
I love, he also used to be a gymnast before he moved over to diving, and I love that for Alex. I love that they can have that in common, and he definitely understands what it's like. Great set so far from Alex. This is what I was talking about. Alex competes beam to win instead of not to fall, which is a huge difference, and the way she just aggressively attacks this event is so impressive.
She tied a career high Monday at SUU in 9.875.
Big dismount, round off with a double twist. This beam is so skinny, 10 centimeters wide, less than 4.
NCAA Indoor National Championships just won the national title about 15 minutes ago. So congratulations to the BYU women's DMR team.
Nice front aerial into the split jump. You're going to see, especially on beam, a lot of connections. In gymnastics, your routine actually starts at a 9.4. You can get up to that 10.0 start value by doing really hard things and by doing things in connection for connection bonus tenths. So that's why we're going to see the gymnasts do like a jump with another jump, or a acro move with a jump connected to it.
Would there be at least 6 of those with that idea then? 9.4 trying to go up to 10?
So, great question. Depending on what you do will depend on how many tenths of bonus you do. If you do something really hard connected to something else really hard, you can get up to 5 tenths of bonus just in that one pass. Great landing from Madison.
BYU.
Great flick lay from Sophie Dudley. Switch loop into the straddle quarter. Just like on floor, on beam, the judges have to see a split position that is at least 180 degrees. You also see these full turns. Every gymnast is required to compete a full turn. Cat loop into the aerial. Great set. We're just looking for a really strong round off into a 1.5 twist for the dismount. Oh, and really holds on to that stick. What a...
Who is from Cincinnati, Ohio, competing against Ohio State.
You know, Sophie put up that big score. This is fantastic because as long as Eliza does just as well, she'll score just as well. So the idea is you put up your athletes and then the scores build as the routines go on. Great opening for Eliza. Beautiful flick lay. Nice control on that turn. Eliza's fun to watch on beam. It looks like she's having fun up there, which is not, I would never think that being on a really skinny beam would be fun. But she makes it look like it.
That doesn't scream fun to you? I don't understand why not.
Doing crazy things that most people can't even do on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
On a beam. You'll see there, Eliza does a cartwheel. We don't see those very often. On beam, you are required to tumble backwards and go either forward or sideways. So sometimes we'll see a random moves that we don't see very often, and it's to fulfill that front-back requirement. Great control on the dismount. Overall, a very good routine from Eliza.
Our crossman, a 9'8", is Elise Rollins, a senior from West Jordan, Utah, and the greatest high school ever known to man, Copper Hills High School.
Jeremy, you asked earlier about bonus and how that works, and we're going to see here Elise does a tumbling pass that is worth 5/10 of bonus because of the difficulty of what she's doing and how many skills she connects. We see here front aerial right into the flick lay. So difficult to do. 3 very difficult skills done back to back to back. And does it so well because Elise has that difficulty. We will see her do a shorter routine. She's able to get up, do her job, and just get off.
Flashes the Y to the crowd.
Huge set.
And Brinley Anderson brings it home for the Cougars. She's the beam team leader. She has been anchoring this team as a freshman, which Guard Young said is very rare and impressive.
I was going to say, if you did not announce she was a freshman, I don't think people would assume that because of the veteran way that she gets out there and competes. Another very aggressive gymnast on the beam. She just attacks the event. Into the side aerial. Really just looking for a solid dismount at this point. Oh, and sticks the landing. That is going to be a fact. That was just as good as Elise's routine. When you're just standing there. I was going to say, sometimes they have you exit the floor so they can just try again. It's hard because you're in a headspace to just get going and then you have to just wait it out. double tuck.
She's a neuroscience major, by the way. That'd be hard being an athlete and that major.
I think her dad is a surgeon, so
well, that makes
maybe
sense.
in the family. Some brains.
And some brawn out here.
Beautiful leap pass.
See the BYU student section on their feet.
I was going to say, this is one of my favorite changes this year. The floor used to be on the opposite side over by the alumni. They made the decision to move the floor over by the student section, and it has seriously been so much fun. Getting ready for that final pass. Front layout, front full. Great opening set for BYU. It really sets the tone. When you can have a gymnast go out there and just hit, it makes everyone else be able to just relax a little bit and settle into their routines. Sophie has a very difficult E-level opening pass. Double layout. So the double backs we've been seeing, but her body is going to be in a totally straight position. Oh, looks like we decided to go with the double pike tonight. And does it very well.
What value does that have versus the E level you mentioned?
So that's a D level skill, so she won't get as much bonus for doing it. However, she has enough bonus in her routine that she doesn't need to open with that E. A lot of times when gymnasts are more of these vending machine gymnasts, they can just pick and choose what they've got to do. It kind of depends on how they warm up and how they're feeling. It doesn't do you any good to do an E-level skill for the extra 10th of bonus if you are losing in deductions on it. So it's great that these athletes have options.
So she can pick Funyuns if she would like out of said vending machine, is that what you're saying?
Her call, depending on warm-ups. With a big double tuck. Another great set for BYU.
Sophie Dudley.
Opens with a back 1.5 front layout. Another beautiful leap pass. Heidi has a couple leap passes. She opens at the beginning with a leap. Comes back with that ring pass. Heidi's routine is so fast. I am surprised every time that she is able to move this fast the whole time and then come back with a strong finish every time.
Playing some of the music that the BYU student section is familiar with from men and women's basketball games.
Final pass. Round off back handspring double tuck. Really holds on to that.
Good showing from the student section again tonight.
Opens with a big double pike. Fantastic landing. Front handspring Rudy. head shaping on those leaps and jumps. On the wolf jumps, the judges are looking to see that leg above horizontal. Sometimes you'll notice the gymnasts don't quite hit their shapes, whether that's a wolf or a pike or a straddle. You do get deducted for that. So Kylie did a great job on showing how that should be done. Ends with a round off back and a half front layout. Very pleased with that.
She reacted in the end